Hello and welcome back to part 2 of my AIWIS review and demo series. I'm trying to keep the volume down just a little bit because we just put my 6-month-old son to sleep for the night. So again, just picking up where we left off now, we are inside the app itself. This is a web-based app, and I'm just going to walk you through the process of creating a very simple and straightforward AIWIS app for my website. And again, I'm going to create this for my actual AIWIS review page, and I'm going to put it on that page because what better place to demonstrate it than a review page for the product itself. So simply, this is not, very overwhelming here. This it's a very, simple and plain interface. And yet within this simple interface, we can create something that can be very powerful in terms of creating engagement for our website. And of course, with more engagement, we increased our conversion rate, which increases our profits. But as a quick side note, one thing that a lot of people might not be thinking about, another benefit of increasing your engagement is increasing visitor engagement often means that people are going to spend more time on your website naturally. And the amount of time they spend on your website is a huge ranking factor on Google. So you're also putting yourself in great position to increase your Google rankings, which brings in more traffic to your website on top of increased engagement. So just a quick note about that. So here we are. We're going to go ahead and type in, it's actually the second test I'm doing, so I'm going to call this Micanto number 2. I'm going to go ahead and put in my site URL. Now I admit I have a little bit of confusion about something in particular here, and I'll explain that to you on the next screen because that's where we're going to see it. But for now, I put in the direct address of my AIWIS review. In description, I don't know, I don't think this really matters. I'm just gonna my second AIWIS test. I'm just gonna say something like that. Move on to the next. So it's a step-by-step process here. Page name is required, so I'm going to say Micanto Reviews. And it looks like it automatically pulled my URL from the previous screen. Now, where I was a little confused is I'm not quite sure if there's a difference between this URL and the URL that I entered on the previous screen. But what I've been doing is just entering the same URL on both screens. I'm not sure why it asks for it twice. That's kind of the only question that I have, and I'm sure it's something where I could reach out to support and they would give me an explanation for it because so much testing went into this product before its release. So if it was redundant, I'm sure they would have gotten rid of it or something. But anyway, so we're going to move on to the next. And here is where we control the speech. So you can choose if you want to have an exit message. None of this is required, of course. You can have a message upon your visitor entering your website, which is what we're going to do. And then you can also have a message when your visitor returns to your website, and you can even add more messages. I'm just going to do the entrance message for demo purposes. So AIWIS is going to greet new visitors the first time they enter our website, and I'm going to say, let's actually put this on a text file first and then paste it in so you can kind of see, or better yet, here, let's do it this way. Alright, so we say hello name. So this is a short code that's going to automatically pull your visitor's real name. Okay, you're wondering, how does it do that? Well, same way that Google does it, same way that you've seen it happen when you visit websites and you see it greet you by your first name and location. I'm sure all of you have seen that before, but this time it's greeting you in audio, which is in my opinion, makes it a little more attention grabbing because it's something that we're not used to. So anytime you see something you're not used to on a website, it's like, hey, what was that? And you kind of pay more attention to that sort of thing, which engages you. All right, so I'm going to say hello, name, from, location. As you can see here, more short codes are coming soon. And I'm just going to say welcome to my AIWIS review and bonus page. I've installed this product on my website so you can see for yourself what it looks like and what it does. Alright, so I'm going to click update to kind of save my changes there and move on to the next. Now you can write a heck of a lot more than I did, but I don't want to be here forever boring you to death. Some of you might already be bored for all I know, so I keep it simple there. Now here's another thing where we have a lot of options, but I want to keep it to a minimum and just give you the main idea of how to do this basically. So what we can do here is we can add an exit pop-up form, which is of course something that your visitors would see when they exit your page. For example, if someone is leaving your page, you might want to kind of hit them with an exclusive offer and give yourself one more chance of getting them to click on your call to action or what have you. You can add an opt-in first form, which is going to show up when they enter your page. Okay, and as you can see here, it automatically pulled the text from what we entered earlier in step 3. And then you can have a return opt-in form as well. Okay, so let's see. Hide form when visitor already fills in web form. Use modal forms. Let's say opt-in forms will pop up to your visitors. Okay. So let's go ahead and select a form here. Oops. Let's cancel that. Alright, pick a form, configure. Let's see, okay, editor. This will appear in the opt-in form if it remains empty. Alright, so this is going on my website, so I'm going to keep it relevant, but also simple here. So welcome to my AIWIS review. Alright, and I'm going to say enter your information below to test out AIWIS, the opt-in functionality within AIWIS. Do not worry, I will not send you any emails if you sign up through this list. It is for testing purposes only. It is for your testing purposes only. So there you go. Now in this case, I don't want a video here, so I'm going to try to get rid of that. Hopefully it won't be hard to do. I think all I would have to do is delete the address there, and then this block will disappear if you do not have a video, so that's good. I'm not gonna have a countdown You could have a countdown timer apparently. You can change the button type too, as you can see there. But orange goes with my website, so I will keep that as is, and I think that'll do it. So I'm going to save, and there we go. So that's going to be my form. Oops. Don't want to go back in there. Okay, so I can go to done, and so there we have it. So that's going to take care of our form upon entrance. So it says, okay, but I didn't select it yet, so you're going to have to say select a form. There it is. Now it is selected. It appears there. So we're going to move to the next step. And here is where we control AIWIS itself. Once again, its position upon your visitor exiting. We are basically setting this up for entrance. So there you see it demonstrated right there. That's a demo of what it would look like. You can. I like the bottom right position, so I'm going to leave that alone. We can choose whether we want the voice to be a male or a female. I'm going to go with female. And voice and language. So here you can see so many different options as far as voices and languages. All right. We have Kimberly, U.S. English female. You can test the voice. Like so.
Hi, my name is Kimberly.
Okay. And then you can change the buttons here. All right. Or at least the text. Welcome, exit, offer, replay, and stop. All right. So I like what I see there. I'm going to go to the next step, and I think, yeah, this is basically the final step, and this is where you integrate AIWIS with your autoresponder. Okay, so I use GetResponse. So what I would have to do is log into GetResponse, get my API key, enter that information here. So I'm going to sensitive information. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that offline and then click next, and we will come back to the video after that. All right, now that I have entered that information, I went ahead and clicked on the next step, which brought me to the finish line basically. What we have to do here is enter the code that it gives us. Just click the copy button and then follow this instruction at the top. Basically, you're going to enter this HTML code into the head section, the head tag section of your website. If you are in WordPress, normally you would come over to Appearance, Editor, scroll down somewhere in your templates. You'll have something like header. In my case, header.php. There is that head tag that we just saw. So I'm going to put that code in right after it. Click Update File. And we should be set from there. So what I'm going to do is actually come into a different browser. So we've messed around a lot inside Google Chrome. So I'm going to open Firefox. And we're going to access my AIWIS review and bonus page from there. Meanwhile, click to end here. You see the project is added. And we're just simply going to test it out. So here we are. We're going to go to my website. Turn the volume up a bit since this is audio. All right, click on the review, and here we go. Take a sec to load up.
Hello, friend from Martinez. Welcome to my AIWIS review and bonus page. I've installed this product on my website so you can see for yourself what it looks like and what it does.
Alright, so here is our greeting upon entrance. Remember, you could say a hell of a lot more than that. Completely customize the message. You can see all the options here. We have replay, offer, welcome, and stop. So you can actually stop the message when your visitors can whenever they want. And we chose to have our opt-in appear upon entrance to the site. So just to prove that it is working, I'm going to go ahead and enter one of my, or I'll enter my own email address here, and then my first name will be Test. I'm going to click Get Started, and I've opted into my list just like that. It's going to reload me to the website here. Since I've already visited, I'm not going to see AIWIS again, because basically I told in the settings, I basically told it not to reappear when a visitor comes back to the site. Now you could change that if you want, but that just shows you everything is working as we intended it to. Now, with that said, we can wrap this review and demo up. Basically, I want to point out, if this is something that you're intrigued by, interested in, or maybe you're not sure, you're kind of still on the fence, here's the thing I want to point out. First of all, AIWIS comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked, so you can purchase this. If you don't like it a couple weeks later, you can get 100% of your money back. Now, whether you keep it or not, when you purchase AIWIS, you're going to get my exclusive bonuses, which I am scrolling through right now. All you need to do is follow the 3 steps on my bonus page, which is also on my review page, sorry, which is also linked below this video at the top of the description. You're going to see a link to my AIWIS review page. So you're going to click on that and just follow these instructions, these 3 steps to claim your bonus. Remember, even if a few weeks later you decide you don't want AIWIS, your bonuses are still there. They're still going to work for you. However, I would ask that please do not sign up, do not purchase AIWIS just for the intention of getting my bonuses and then refunding a day later. You know, I'm going to trust that type of thing won't happen too much. So, you know, I've been doing this for a few years and haven't really run into that problem, so I feel pretty good about it. But anyways, there you have it. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this demo. I hope you learned something about the product itself. And with that said, we are done. And thanks so much once again for watching my video.
You can't see it. It's electric.
Boogie woogie woogie.